Hello Gemini, my name is Jason. Thank you for visiting my channel. This is your general tarot reading for the second half of October 2019. It's a general reading, so it could be about love, career, any questions burning within you at the moment. You get the idea. Okay, but for now, Gemini, you go into this period with the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is a very spiritual card, and because you have this in your present position, it looks as though you've been examining aspects of spirituality or the occult or something new. So you'll see the High Priestess here. She's got the book, the scriptures in front of her, if you like, and so I'm getting the feeling that you've just started learning or reading a new branch of spirituality. So started looking at chakras or meditation, or some of you have been sort of investigating what is the moon about and how do those cycles affect us, something like that. And I'm feeling this is a beginning of a journey for you, and I'm thinking that you're not going to look back from this. It's like another branch to your spirituality. So if you already have quite a strong basis in the occult or tarot or numerology, some element of learning is going to help you expand that and really appreciate the connectedness of all of us and all of these sciences and arts and how they work together. So a very spiritual card and a very spiritual journey that you seem to be embarking on, Gemini. In your challenge position, you have the Chariot card. So the Chariot card represents the card of Cancer, represents willpower, moving forward, represents moving forward quickly as well. So because this is in your challenge position, you'll be being asked to really charge ahead with whatever project you've had planned for a while. Now is a good time to make it happen. I'm getting the feeling that there might not be much help for you here in the 3D world. So it's quite a divine energy. So if you ask for help with the Chariot card from your spirit guides, they will be the ones which sustain you and show you the way. There may be some obstacles in the 3D world, but I'm feeling that they're only fairly minor. Whatever it is that you've had planned, whether it's like to launch a project or to start a business or release some kind of artwork that you've been working on or something like that, this is a really good time to really make sure that you are on the money. Get everything prepared so you know your words, or you know the script, you know the beat. If it's a song, perhaps there's a couple of chords or notes that you still need to work out, but I'm feeling that it's moving ahead at the right time, and it's going to be a challenge though for you to keep up the pace and make it happen, and it's definitely worth it. Okay, so if it's not about a project that you need to move forward, then there could be a Cancerian in your environment, and some of what they have to say may be a little bit confronting for you, but it may also be true, and it may cause you to reflect on your own behaviors and whether you've been a little too shallow or unthinking about the way you've been dealing with something. But generally, this is a very good card for getting things done. So the Chariot energy, move forward, make it happen. And just rely on yourself. Don't rely on anybody else except Spirit. Okay, or your faith in Spirit. Your hopes and fears. You have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands talks about a happy home, talks about stability in the home. Many of you are looking at renovating or even buying a new home. This card comes up when we're just looking at our environment, wondering, well, how can I improve this now? And because it's in your hopes and fears position, you're looking at ways you can put this into your schedule somehow. So whether it's just rearranging the living room furniture or putting a new roof on the house for some of you, just to spruce it up even. This is a card saying, well, that's at the top of your mind at the moment, and you're fiddling around with ideas and comparing things and researching. Okay. In your best attitude position, you have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is a character which says it like it is. They don't mince words. They are very black, white, right, wrong, yes, no, and they decide. They cut through all the rubbish with that sword they have there, and they speak their truth. They can be like a judge person, so you may be called on to make a very firm judgment about something, okay? And this is in your best attitude position, so take the reins this second half of October. You are the king of truth, if you like. You lay down the law, okay? So you might feel a little daunted by this, Gemini, that you need to put something in place and say, right, this is the way it is. But at the end of the day, it's what you're being guided to do. And I just noticed that you are looking at this Cancerian person here that's actually going like that. I'm wondering if there could be some kind of a clash there between you and a Cancerian. Okay. And in your outcome, you have the Four of Swords. So after you've done this work, launched this project, you're going to be sitting back and being very grateful that you have actually achieved this milestone. You had the courage to decide and say it like it was, and now you're feeling like a load will be lifted from you and you can take a rest, because the Four of Swords talks about resting, being grateful, and then having time to work on your next move. So that's what I have for you, Gemini, for the second half of October. Please let me know if this resonated for you, and hopefully I'll talk to you in a few weeks.